Welcome to episode 11 of the Old Fart Podcast. I'm old. All right, you can see a lot of the gentlemen are here tonight. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be entertaining. And of course, stay to the end because there's something I want to announce that's going to knock your old socks off. First and foremost, let's start off with Dame. Dame, talk to the people.
Welcome back. Glad you guys are tuning back in. Hope this is a good one for you.
And Luck, what do you got to say for yourself, good looking?
I'm a loser today, but I'm a winner tomorrow. Happy New Year.
I feel that. And then we have a guest with us, Mr. Favre for President, up there in the great state of snowy Wisconsin. What do you got to say?
Just what's up from the snowman land.
All righty. And of course, we got a man wearing a North Carolina shirt. He's gay for Drake May, and he's from the Massachusetts area. We have Patrick, the Scully Nation.
Let's go. 3 truths. Nice to be back on.
Yes, it is. Good to see you. And so in today's episode, we're going to start off talking about the Fantasy Football Championship that just wrapped up for all the leagues in the world. There are a few of those weird leagues that go all the way to the final week. I got to say, if you're in one of those leagues right now, quit. Don't even finish it out. I don't care if you're in a championship. Quit it. Tell that commish, get with the rest of all the leagues across the world. You do not play into week 18. That's ridiculous. So we're going to talk about our 2-round championship. The two teams go at it for 2 weeks. First week's score, those total points, whoever's winning, which this case, Revenge of the Turds. Turds was up by like 32. Those carried over to week 2, and I'm going to flip that up real quick. But I want everyone to see this beautiful graphic. Anyone have any input on this beautiful graphic right here? Scully, come on. You know you love graphics.
I'm looking for an interesting feature. I don't see myself, so.
I'm not there either.
Yeah. This is Dame, but he's
That's what I thought.
But somehow he's unrolled that hair of his, and
it's clean cut, Dame.
Yeah. No mustache, nothing. But anyways,
what do you got? A chocolate?
Dame is pretty chill. Those eyes, those wide open, gopping eyes. That's. I'm not digging that one.
I mean, he gave me glasses. I've never worn glasses.
Yeah. Well, AI gave you whatever it wanted to give you. So here's the BYFL season 20 recap of our championship round. So here's the 32 points from week 16. That carries over to Turds. Now week 17, the big comeback. First and foremost, just so everyone knows, with this league being 20 years old, we've never had a 30-point lead in the championship blown. So Turds had that stress all week, knowing if he blew a 30-point lead, there would be a lot of heat on him. But also, Turds is the underdog, as Luck was the most mightiest. He was basically all the Power Rangers combined. What did they make? Anyone remember what they made? All 5 Power Rangers when they...
I know what they made,
Wow.
but I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, me either. But that was Luck. You couldn't have made up his dream team. So, Luckadoo, please talk your emotions to us. What was going on that week? And those who are watching on YouTube, just take a peek at their rosters so you can see what's taking place. And if you lost in your championship, this is for you right now. He is speaking on your behalf. These are fresh feelings. So, curious.
My heart is not broken. Hats off to ZT. His team came to play when it was supposed to. I just look like one of those regular season dynasty teams that looks great during the season. And then when it matters, they decide to go be on a boat in Miami somewhere. I don't know where my players went, but they weren't playing. That's for sure. Last week, obviously, he had the big Puka game, which, the fact that I was only down by 30, I was pretty pumped about that and thought I actually had a chance. But once I lost Kittle, that game in the game in Buffalo turned into a wet, sloppy mess. I, at that point, just kind of knew it was over. None of my guys could really get their feet out from under them. I don't know what happened, but congrats to Turds. Boys and girls, here's what you need to know is that no matter how little, how small you are, the little man can win sometimes. Turds has proved it. Follow him, Turds' footsteps. Congrats, little man.
That was motivation for all the people out there, small to tall. Anyone want to take this over and speak about what they saw? If you've kept an eye on the championship over the holidays, as we know, a lot was going on. You all got spoiled with friends and family and presents galore. But did any of you guys take a peek at this? Dame, what do you want to talk about when it comes to this matchup?
I just had a feeling it was probably over after week 1. That 180 GT put up in week 1. Like you said, nobody's lost a 30-point lead. So that seemed, even if Luck would have put up 180 this week, he might have tied, maybe. Yeah, he would have tied if he put up 180. But that's still a tough number to hit day in and day out. But I do think these is probably his 2 lowest point totals of the season, back to back, I think, consecutively. I think.
Yep. Josh Allen choked.
Yeah. So that didn't help him out. It just, his entire team hit a rough part of the season, and it just sucks it had to be right now.
And you can say that because your team ended up in 4th, and you also hit a rough patch. So you know what back-to-back rough patches look like.
Well, my rough patch started early when CD went down in like week 2 or week 3, and then Pearsall went down right after him. So yeah, I understand the rough patches.
Yeah,
rough
Jason?
patches. Mine started quarter 2 actually of week 1.
That's not a patch. That's not a patch.
But real quickly on the matchup, Josh Allen crapped the bed. I think he had single digit points the first week of the matchup, and then I think Luckadoo had his 4 flex players in the 2 weeks score less than 30 points. So I think his flex players average single digits. So that was it was a little mix and match, but I think those were the anomalies.
He's talking
I
about
thought
this
losing Ray
right
Rice
here.
was huge for my team dynamic.
Who knew?
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Rasheed
Rice.
Yep.
Yes.
Did he say
if you still
Ray
got Ray
Rice?
Rice, if you still have
Hey,
Ray
I
Rice,
did
you
win
got
a
other things
title.
to talk
I
about.
won a title with Ray
It
Rice.
was an R, so I
so
didn't even catch it.
I won a title with that guy, so I'll live with it.
Who knew?
Luckadoo, what was
who
the
knew?
thought process on Audic Ustami there? That was a interesting play.
Dame can tell you about that. So I without living in, I probably should have called you to ask, but it was either throw Goddard in at 5:00, right? But I mean, they were talking about Jacobs being on crutches all week, and he was a game time decision. So I took the gamble and the risk of not playing Goddard and hoping that I could play Wilson in that spot and Jacobs would be out, which in turn he played a little bit and then he sat down, right? But that's not what I wanted. So at that point, I had to take whatever was available at that point. So I was like, all right, well, you got a running back who's playing the Jets, maybe. I should have played Goddard, but I took the risk, high risk, high reward that Jacobs would sit that game.
That's fair.
I did tell you, if you didn't play Goddard, you were playing Estime.
Yeah.
Which you clearly did not want to do.
I did not want to do it. I wanted to play Wilson, and I really thought a dude 2 days before walking around in a walking boot and crutches would take a week off, but he did not.
Every interview here in Green Bay, he does not sit. It's like he considers, he's offended if someone asks him to sit down. Like if it's even mentioned on the like the radio shows and stuff around here, he almost is offended. So I mean, he'll play with a broken leg if he has to.
I get it. I understand, but sometimes you got to save somebody from themselves when you know you're going to make it into the playoffs.
That's true.
And that's what I was betting on, is that they're going to save him from himself, give him 2 weeks or so to heal. That way they can run into the playoffs and actually do some damage, because he doesn't look the same.
No, you're right there.
So what I want to point out, as you can see with the old Epic Pen, one of my favorite tools, the Patriots blow out the Jets 42-10. And the fact that they only put up 20 fantasy points, that I thought was ridiculous. You would have thought, just by looking at the score, this would have been more of like what the Giants put up, 39, not 20. And then also playing Goddard in rain weather conditions instead of Tungus, who was the backup for Kittles, so an understudy, some may say. What was the I know that's about 20 points, we'll say, and it still wouldn't have got you the championship, but did you rethink that after the game started at all? Like, we're just trying to get, you got to the championship, so we're trying to learn.
Honestly, I thought prior to doing it and didn't pay attention to the clock. Honestly, I wasn't paying attention to the clock. I was playing Mario Kart with my son. And it had already
Understandable. It was
passed 5
Christmas.
till when I went
Yeah.
to go make the move. So no,
Hmm.
whatever. I got to take care of the young one.
Okay.
I had fun.
Okay.
That's a win.
So luck has already motivated all those that have lost. You've accepted this fairly quickly. You're basically representing the tons and
What
tons
else
of
is
the
he supposed to
other.
do?
Yeah, I know. We don't soak in the BYFL. I mean, we got our last place, Jason over here, last place, and he's not soaking. He looks very, very well kept. He's still shaving his hair and is trimming his beard, and
Makeup does a lot.
he's still doing push-ups, and so he hasn't given up on life, and he came in last. So that's motivation to you
Look,
out there.
I will probably go down as the biggest collapse. I'll even admit to that. The biggest team collapse in BYFL history with this team. But on the flip side, I also, in this format of, double flex, I still own the lowest score ever put on paper. So I'm okay with this as long as I never get another, lowest score on paper in this league ever again.
And
If
the man
we're
that you
being honest, though, Luckadoo, if we're being honest, if we look at the season as a whole, you put a master class on how to actually manipulate your roster. You were not rewarded for the work and the crap that you put in. The moves you made were astounding, to be honest. You assembled one of the best teams I think I've seen in fantasy football.
Had to be
Yeah,
highest
well,
scoring.
They all took the
yeah.
last 2 weeks off, I guess.
Yeah,
And
I
just
know
so
how that
everyone,
feels. That was me last year.
So at the end of the day, I love playing fantasy football. I love the camaraderie this league has. I love all you guys. I love hanging, chatting, just doing what we're doing. But at the end of the day, I'm not playing one-on-one basketball versus turds. Even though he's a good basketball player, I'm bigger than him. He ain't got nothing on me. I don't care. He'll be shooting threes all day. I can't
When you win the
control
championship, you gain 2 inches.
Exactly. I can't control what these guys do out on the field, so I don't take it personal. I don't get emotional about it. It is what it is.
There you go. You're not on the field. That's what I always say. I'm not on the field. I'm not in the game. I don't really
I
control.
can't go out there and do anything.
no,
Body.
that's the Lyles approach. Lyles has said that years ago. He said, "Listen, guys, you can give me grief all you want, but I can't control these guys. They do what they're going to do on the field, and that is what it is." But I want the listeners to know that not only, yes, did Luck lose? Did he have a great team? Did he assemble an amazing team? Did he draft well? On and on and on. Yes. But also, he's been in the championship back to back. No, it wasn't back to back. It was two of the last 3 years you've been in championship, though. Because you lost to me,
Yeah.
thankfully, so I could get Bessie. It's been a long time. And then you missed the championship, and then again you returned. So obviously you got a blueprint that's cooking.
I should have known that I was going to lose this year just because in 2 championships in 3 years, I lost to Dak Prescott. When he decides, when he has nothing on the line, he's not making the
Dak
playoffs.
don't win in the playoffs.
He decides that he wants to play now. Yeah, get out of here with that dude.
It's all in the hips.
So our our next one of our other BYFL members is going to be joining Audie. He was in here and he jumped out real quick, but he'll be coming back. But so he can fill in anything he wants to say to Luck. I know Luck is definitely one of his top 3 heroes in the league. I think everyone knows it goes Dame, and then it goes Sports Reporter, and then it goes Luck, and then the 4th obviously would be Jason. Yeah, he's got 4.
He's a lot of heroes.
Hey,
But a 12 that's a good ratio.
it's everyone's got their own take, but now let's move the segment on over to the champion, which is Revenge of the Turds. He isn't able to be here this evening. He's trying, but he coaches youth sports, so they got games and things of that nature.
Man of the people.
Yeah, he's a man of the people, man of the future people, and the man of the BYFL now, the king for the BYFL. He holds Bessie. He's been paid. Everyone's been paid. I always love when everyone lets me know I'm the fastest commissioner to pay people. Luckadoo, how fast did you get paid? Let the people know.
I didn't even watch last night's game. I mean, honestly, it didn't matter to me. So I fell asleep, woke up. I got paid after your bedtime, if that means anything. Everybody in here knows what time Dub goes to bed. Right now, it's past your bedtime, actually.
Yes.
So I was paid after the bedtime.
That's how confident I was he was going to lose. I wanted him to wake up, happy man, paid for his services.
On the flip side of this, though, and I had this discussion with turds. It was kind of the good and the bad, because I'm in a couple other leagues, but we won't talk about it in the BYFL. But I'm in a couple other leagues, and I share a lot of his players on those teams that I was in the semis and championships for.
Sucks.
So, which sucks, but for him winning this one, I won those. So I ended up getting paid pretty well this week across the board. So I'm not going to get too mad about it.
Okay. Now, let's talk about the champion. Who wants to take Dame? I think you should talk about turds. Bring us full circle here.
I mean, I don't have much to say. Just congratulations. Like I was saying a little earlier, I knew it was over week one. I'm not going to say I knew it was over, but I figured it might be over week one. And then you kind of see how Luck had to patch his roster week 2, and the odds were not in his favor. And ZT he figured it out. He loves those first-round draft picks. I think that's going to be his strategy every year until the BLFL ends, is he's going to try to get as many first-round draft picks on his team that he can. And I'm happy
I'm going
for
to be
him.
willing to give it to him.
No,
That's what the neat thing about
happy.
this whole thing was. There was a battle of strategies. One guy sacrificed everything for first-round picks, and the other guy gave up his first-round picks for value, and those two met in the championship. So it's actually pretty good to see.
No, it worked out for both of them.
Well said. What Jason just said there, folks and fans that jump on this. And remember, the old fart faithful, we absolutely appreciate those views, those comments, those likes. You're sharing it, the feedback you're giving us. That what continues to motivate us to sit down and continue to entertain the best we can. We're not professional comedians, even though we look like clowns. No one's ever paid us to honk our nose. But what Jason just said is, Luck and Turds met in the championship, and they also traded their draft picks, and both came with a game plan and moved their chess pieces, and both ended up here. You know how the NFL's rigged and how the NFL sets the scripts, and we're seeing it play it out once again. Beautiful script, NFL. We'll always watch, but the BYFL also has its own scripts, and it's crazy every year how it plays out. As much as I try not to let AI control our league, it still controls it. So hats off to AI and Elon Musk, shout out. So Scully, what do you have to say about turds?
I mean, it's good to see. It's another 2-time. I think we have 3 2-time champions on this podcast right now. So that's 4 in the league right now. That's pretty good. And I can't wait to draft Puka.
There you go. I was thinking.
Yes.
Imagine the king's ransom we can get for him from turds. I mean, the man love is off the scale for him.
If turds ends up with number 1, he'll say that he's gonna trade out of it, but he will not. He will guarantee himself to get Puka next year.
And a quick fact check: there's 4 current people on the screen that have 2 championships: Dub, Luck, Jason, and and we're talking about turds, so that's 4.
And I was talking about turds. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, so there's 4 of us.
And that Rams team didn't even play very good. So
we have a lot of 2-time
Puka wasn't even
20 years.
The piece that made it for him in the end.
No. Jason, did you say anything about our champion?
No, I mean, no, it broke down. The most interesting fact, like I said, was can he sustain the whole season with getting high draft picks and then filling in, his holes? And obviously he could, despite his reverse psychology trickery that didn't work. That did work. But yeah, shout out to ZT. I'm happy for him. He was the underdog, pretty mightily, I'd say, going into this. So yeah, he did a great job.
Yeah, and to add on what Scully was saying, where we've had a keeper these last couple of years in a 20-year league. We just recently added the keeper a couple of years ago, and Turds has had Puka ever since Puka has been around. This year, or going into season 21 next year, he will no longer have Puka, so it's a huge thing. And the guy's already thinking if he gets a top 2-3 pick, he's going to be taking
He'll have
Puka.
Puka.
So yeah, so we'll see. We'll update you guys. That'll probably be podcast 69. So stay tuned. It could be a feel good story if you get what I'm saying.
6-7
or a little 6-7.
Yeah.
So, Curds, everyone's seen Curds. Curds has been on an episode. It might have been episode 1, 2, or 3. So if you didn't see that one, tune in. Curds, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What room are you in that has that much lumber?
I'm down in my basement because my kids and my wife are upstairs, so I'm trying to find somewhere quiet.
If only you
that
had a
wood-
cousin that lived in the same city you could go to.
Is that
I
wood
just got home from
paneling?
work.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yes, I do. And I got a belt coming.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So anything you want to say about first of all, Luck, since he's here and he made it to the championship, are you proud of him for making it this far? Are you sad for him? How are your feelings for Luck right now?
I don't feel bad for him. He made it to the championship. He had the best team in the league, and he was meant to be there. So I don't feel bad for him. That's all
It
I
could
gotta
have been
say.
better if you would have traded with me.
It could have been. You were awfully
Man,
quiet.
you're a hard nut to crack, Audie. What's going on, Kurds? Why?
No trade rule. No trade rule.
Because
No
every
trade.
year I traded
Kurds-
extra bets. So this year I did not.
Kurds made one
32
trade
trades
and
for
never played him.
Devontae Adams. 0 I got out of it.
That's right. And I got a third place finish, so I'll take it.
Yes,
Without
people, just so you can rehear what Kurt said, he did finish third in the BYFL, and he beat Dame to get that, as everyone knows from previous podcasts. But Kurds, what do you want to say to Turds? Turds, the champion
Turds,
of the BYFL.
I was rooting for Turd, so I'm happy for him.
Whew.
He finally made it and actually won it. So I'm happy for him.
Yeah, he's been to 6 title games. He now has 2 championships. He's posted his video. Our champions always have to post a 5-minute video minimum of their acceptance speech of being the champ, and he posted that right away today. So the man got paid right after he did that. So
he had it ready last
cash.
week.
I was
So
going to
Chris,
say, he had that locked in right away.
yeah, he had some time to work with that. Everyone, that's it for the BYFL season 20. It's over. We're gonna pick back up for next year's podcast when it comes to the BYFL. So we hope that you get accustomed to knowing not only the team owner, but who's on their roster, and you'll be able to root and poke fun of and request and cheer, and maybe even we might do some signed merchandise at some point. So you may be able to get that as well. Let me end this by saying, I want to end this by saying the fantasy football talk with Team Dub. He was in the championship, this league, for the first time ever in this league. He was an underdog, so he understands that role. The number 1 seed versus the number 3 seed, and ended up losing a 1-week championship by 22 points. I also played Goddard, where I knew when I heard the weather was going to be bad, I was going to look at playing, what's his name, Toggins from the 49ers, because I had Purdy going. And then I pulled a Luckadoo, as you heard from him. I lost track of time, and the next thing I know, the dang game started, and I was like, are you kidding me? So that cost me points, obviously. And then I was torn between Warren and Gainwell, but Lyles did tell me, here's my bench, to play Dowdle. So if I would have played him instead of him, that would have been another 5. And then I would have won if I would have just played Dowdle and him. But then third and fourth most, Mike Evans, he got peppered last week for touchdowns. He didn't come through with any of them, but he got 1, but he was peppered more. So that score could have been better. But if I again would have just been like, you know what? They're not hot. But the Bears with Luther Burden put him there. So I had a lot of chances to win. But I'm just saying,
Enough of your loss from this other league.
Hang on.
Thank you.
Hang on.
Thank you.
Hold up.
Deuces
Do
are
your
sending us a message right now.
Do your quarterbacks get points by just stepping on the field?
This is one of those leagues that I am so glad I'm in.
Holy
I've never
crap.
experienced it, but the point scoring system's amazing. Amazing. But
Amazing?
anyways,
Lost is 79 points.
this is a fun league. Think of this, guys. I was up big going into Monday Night Football, and all of a sudden he had him going, him going, him going, him going, him going. And I just had to watch that lead diminish. And the only reason I was up past my bedtime is because I I had 7 parlays going, and on DraftKings, not a sponsor, but I think we will reach out to them and get a link, a referral link, and we'll see what we can do. I've been known to
So
win
a
some
quarterback in
parlays.
most leagues that scored maybe 15 to 20 points scored 49.45 points in this league.
Yeah, not shabby, huh? That's fun.
Mm.
That's good for
ridiculous.
the fun of the game.
Hey, there's everybody. How you doing?
What's
Hey.
up, brother? Welcome in.
Hold on.
Where's
I'm trying
Jason?
there
I'm
we
That
here.
scoring
go.
system, that
Yeah,
scoring
I just
system is
changed.
definitely a
You're
cul-de-sac
under
lead.
me. You're behind me, just like in your league.
Wow. Hey, shout out to Audie. He's been in my league for 20 years. He won this year.
Whoa!
Won this year.
Whoa. Let's
It's a
go.
Third place and first place.
champion.
Come on, Jason. I wasn't in that league. Kick somebody out.
I mean, I got a couple that I want to cut, so we'll talk. But
Come on.
I
I've
went
seen
on
Audie
good.
smile about 6 times this year, and 4 of them were for fantasy football.
You tell me the guys you don't like in the league, and I'll trade with them.
They'd have to pay attention. Yeah, we got some people dragging it down. We'll have to talk, but shout out Kurds. This is his year. He's in his own league
Kurds.
that we have too, and I think he's playing my baby boy for the championship over there too. So
You got
Out
a
of
shot for
anyone
another
in the
championship.
league, out of anyone in the league, if you look at their lineup from beginning to end, the person that did the most with the least is Kurds. Kurds ended up in 3rd place with his team not making any trades, 3-4 tight ends on his team at a time. Like what he was able to do with that team.
I could have
is
probably used
astonishing.
Kelsey there at the end.
You can talk about luck and trades and all that stuff, but to be able to do what he did with that team and make it to 3rd place and win that is astonishing on what he
so
did.
lucky then. He was lucky.
No, he was the favorite going
Isn't
into
that
that
fantasy
game.
football though?
He was the favorite.
Fantasy football is luck.
Yeah, that's true.
True. It's true.
But the BYFL does a great job minimizing luck as much as possible. We know that. So, Kurtz, congratulations on all this winning. Now, with all that earnings, we'll see you for season 21 draft live in person. You might as well fly Jason down with you. Give him a buddy pass.
I would love to.
You're coming down for 21?
I would love to if Jason will come with me.
Come
I'm a
on.
busy man. I'll see what I can do.
Just tell your wife it's Hawaii.
Yeah.
I've not considered that.
That's a
She's not
strong
the
strategy.
one blocking it. She'll be fine with it no matter what. But it just you guys, when you guys choose to have the draft, is a tough time. Let me choose the draft date, and it'll be a lot easier.
Done.
That's a lot of power. That's a lot of power.
Yeah, right.
It's
If
only
he's
a
gonna
few
come, though,
Well, I
Saturdays.
mean, I'm in a position to demand. I mean, I scored about 318 points on the year. 1 win. So just throwing out demands, I guess.
I'll give him that.
Okay, so the BYFL season 20, it's a wrap. We had several gentlemen cancel on us tonight. Burns, one of them. Keels made up excuses.
No
Trap
need to
said,
name.
"Oh,
No need to name check.
I'm sick."
No need.
MPM,
No.
our current MPM, our champion from season 19, he's in New Zealand, so he couldn't be here tonight. He didn't want to pay the fees, which you think it'd be free, but hey, I don't know the international rates on anything. But MPM, you've been a gracious hoister of Bessie living the beach life, so Bessie will now not be living the beach life. She's going to be living the Concord life. Polar opposite life. Wouldn't wish that on any trophy, especially ours. But okay, that's a wrap for season 20. Unbelievable. Okay,
Shout out Turds.
Turds,
Congrats,
champ,
luck.
Nice.
Nothing else you could do.
Congratulations.
champ,
Go Pack,
champ,
go.
champ.
There's
And
always
I'm
21.
and Lyles couldn't make it. We already talked about that. And then obviously Turds. So that's everybody. Okay. So now, if anyone needs to jump off, obviously we never hold our guests hostage. Just Venmo me that money and I'll let you go. But if you do got to go, let us know now, because our next topic is going to be talking about goals for 2020. Goals, any plans, anything off that you've been like waiting for the end of the year and going, you know what, I'm going to make this change. Maybe for someone like Scully, it's, winning
Being
a Super
nice
Bowl.
when he's
Winning a-
cold.
winning a
Whatever.
It won't be cold for very long.
So, does anybody have a New Year's plan, goal, anything they want to go into 2026 and talk about tonight?
I do not, and I'm out, fellas. Catch you
Yeah,
later.
I gotta go
All
too. guys.
right,
All right.
It was nice
All
meeting you
right.
guys.
McFadden,
you
are you
all.
coming? McFadden, hey, Kurtz, keep it G.
I will.
Oh, well, we do have somebody to come in.
All right. We want to introduce someone tonight who is joining the Old Fart podcast family, the brand, an old fart himself. It wouldn't be complete without this man. Mr. McFadden, please reveal yourself in a rated PG way.
Feel yourself.
My gosh. Man, from that last segment, the only thing that I can contribute and understand is you pansies did not know when the Power Rangers converged, they formed Megazord.
Mm,
Ah,
mm.
Thank you for completing that because it was driving me bonkers that not one of 30 people knew that.
did
I
not
had a
know.
really good answer, but it wasn't a good politically correct answer, so I left it alone.
I was gonna say Optimus Prime, but I know that's not right.
That's a crossover.
They look the same. They do the same thing. Come on.
I thought maybe
The sad part is that is my whole takeaway from that last segment.
That was early. That was
Hey, I'm glad we got someone that knows random trivia because I don't and I'm not good at it. And the reason for those listeners why McFadden wasn't around
if
for
it wasn't
fantasy,
Kimberly on the screen, I wasn't watching it.
the reason McFadden wasn't around for the fantasy football talk is 1, he's not in the league, 2, he's not into fantasy football, and 3, he's a Giants fan. So what does he know? Patrick Scully, did you catch the last podcast when McFadden was on?
Yeah.
Awesome. So it's you two haven't seen each other in a while, probably since
Seriously.
your brother's golf tournament.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you guys won that golf tournament. Is that correct?
No.
I thought
No.
I
McFadden
don't
was on the
remember that.
winning team.
Yeah. Well,
He
you
was.
were talking to Scully, so I knew
Yeah,
he was a
no.
loser.
We weren't on the
yeah.
same team, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's so long ago I don't remember.
But
Did you
McFadden-
win? You won, McFadden?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm
nice.
still the keeper of the said trophy, waiting for the plaque to be added with our names, and I didn't see any communication about the tournament this year. So maybe in 2026.
He
Yeah,
just started thinking about it, so
Yeah, that was
Okay.
one of those ones where the draft happened for the teams, and McFadden gets pulled as a C player, and I'm like, shut up. What are you guys
Yeah,
talking
that's-
about here?
that's
Talking about here.
sandbagging,
McFadden's a C
sandbagging.
player.
he definitely like hobbled up a little bit and yeah.
Yeah, come on.
And then was striping him.
That's old fart.
Yeah.
So first of all, McFadden, congratulations on winning that
For sure.
golf tournament, getting your name on the trophy. My name's already on the trophy. I've won it as
It
well. So I understand the privilege to be a champion in this golf tournament. Scully, whose brother-in-law puts this tournament on, that's amazing. He has yet to win
I'm
it.
still in the hunt.
Yep. And then Luckadoo, he as well has played in this tournament, has not won it. And
Not
Dame
even
has played.
close. Not even
and-
close.
Dame cancels the weekend before every year.
Yeah, and Dame.
Whoa. Don't do
Wow.
that.
Oh,
We
I
won.
said the
We
weekend
finished second.
before.
We
That's true.
finished
That's
second.
true. That's true. That's
We
true.
finished second that first
I'm
year.
just yeah.
Yep. The year I won it, Scully and Dame did win,
That's
or
true.
came in second. So
I hit like 10 birdies in a row. Like, come on, man. Give me
That's right.
Give me
That's
some
right.
credit. Give me some credit.
I'm still mad that you didn't make it last year. That's all.
I'll undo that era this year.
yeah, that I didn't
That'd
make
be
it
good.
either. The back stuff going on.
Yeah.
And so speaking of golf, I have not golfed in a long time. And McFadden said the only way I'm gonna join forces with you guys and form what's that character?
Voltron. You
Yeah.
want to phone Voltron right now?
Or Thundercats. Any
My
of
God.
those. And He-Man. We're golfing Thursday, January 1st, 2026. So you can't say you've golfed all year and didn't start off day one. So as old farts, we're not going to stay up to midnight, okay? We'll be in bed because we're going to be golfing the next morning. So that ball that's dropping, it's past us, guys. So
Well, that's exactly why I'm not playing. Is because I'm definitely going to be up past midnight.
Me too.
Leaving
be
said
up
party coming to
With
the course.
Dame. I'm going to find out where
Definitely.
Dame's going. I'm going to hang out with him, and I'm going to golf.
yeah, Luckadoo's an
Hey,
animal
you do
still.
it.
He can do both. But we're going to be playing at sunset in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a course that's going to be, it's a shorter course, which is going to be good for us who haven't played in a while. And then I want to make a few announcements so everyone can know I am bringing a total different golf swing. I've never used it at all.
No.
You don't
That's
say.
that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's
you
ev-
don't
that's
say.
every round, dude. That's every time you play.
You
So
don't say.
If you stayed with one golf swing, you might be good.
No,
Well, he's running out of variations on the golf swing, so
there you go. There you
no,
go.
I am going to bring a term I've never used around you guys because this is brand new.
Annual selfie.
Nope. This is even better. Motor development. So my body now is developing motor developments. So I have more feeling than I've ever have in the motor development department of the body. So that's why my golf swing is going to be completely different. And anyone who doesn't know, I've been golfing and things of that nature my entire life with a 4-level spine fusion in my back that is basically crippling me. And I'm still able to compete. Obviously, as you guys heard, I'm on a trophy in the golf world. But this past year, I
Team
went
trophy.
down a, hey,
Yeah.
flops from the fringe.
Yes. So Mercer, I mean, you know we love you, right? But we're so numb to this that, we're just listening.
well, first of all,
Yep.
you showed
it out.
no sympathy, no emotional support, no friendship this past year while I was crippled on the floor. Dame would come over and see me in a wheelchair, using crutches, laying on the floor, using a cane, going to hospital after hospital, neurosurgeon after neurosurgeon, doctor visit after doctor visit, MRI after MRI. What are those called? Epidural shot after epidural shot. I mean, it was chaos. But I don't want to make this about me and my golf
No,
abilities.
it's not about you.
Well, no,
I
no,
mean,
no, no. I
let's
want
turn
to
that
hear about this
let's
new motor swing
yeah.
that you got. What's it called again?
So
Motor swing?
motor
Let's not get him started.
motor
Motorboating?
development.
Motor
So I am
development.
I'm a yes. So everyone right
MD.
now, it's a whole new situation, and I'm gonna keep everyone posted on it, especially after the golf round. But nope, this is brand new, and these guys have been golfing with me a long time. So January 1st, we're getting out on the golf course. Me, McFadden, look, Dame's
Oh,
not
you
gonna be
still
able to
talking?
make it. He's yeah.
Mhm.
And Scully isn't ready to golf yet, so he's not gonna make it. So hopefully we play a little best ball or something, because golf fatigue's a real thing.
Merce. Like 2020, would you say was about the time some of this already started? AKA MD 2020?
No, that's a little mad dog for all the youngins
you
out
know,
there.
you know what's crazy is one of my younger cousins was talking about MD 2020, like having it for the first time, and I'm like, that wave is coming back around. Like it just
That was the first
Dang, that's
liquor I
because of
got.
inflation, right?
they
Beer
are
and liquor
$3
costs more.
now.
So now they got to buy the MD 2020 and the Thunderbird. That's
They
all
are
they
like
can afford.
$350 now.
I was in 6th grade. A buddy took a Mad Dog little 2020 bottle. We brought it out to the woods, and me, him, and another buddy drank the whole bottle. And that was the first time a liquor made me throw up. And it was Mad
As
Dog
it should.
2020 in sixth
Yeah.
grade.
As it should. If you drink Mad Dog and you don't throw up, you have a problem.
I don't think I
Go.
touched it since.
Oh, yeah,
Scully,
you
you ever indulge in Mad Dog 2020?
Yeah, and anything that color definitely is made to make you throw up.
Yes.
Gosh.
So real quick, I know I said it earlier, but any goals, plans for 2026? Really, my biggest goal and plan is to continue rocking Old Fart Podcast with you guys, continue to just get better at the entire world of podcasting and developing our community, and hopefully being able to throw some golf things around where people that follow us on YouTube and our other socials get a chance to meet us in person and play a golf round with us. I think that would be absolutely amazing. So that's my goals right now. It's pretty locked and loaded on Old Fart, a podcast. McFadden, you have any goals out there besides putting another banner in your man cave behind you?
Yeah. Winning my friends' love and attention back, especially Mercer.
You're starting off January 1st the right way with me.
Yeah.
Dame, you got
Shout out to the
anything?
crew.
I got two. Well, one, I'll share your podcast sentiment. It's always fun when we could just have a conversation and just record our conversation and put it online for people to enjoy. So I think that's actually, I'll never understand it, but I think it's pretty cool. And then two, you may remember we were at the bar, it was like 6 months ago, and I hurt my shoulder doing some old fart stuff, putting on a hoodie. Shoulder's
Wow.
finally now,
Yeah.
putting on a hoodie. Hurt my shoulder. And it's just now healed. So I got to get back in the gym and get back working out. So that's January 1st is going to be day one, and we're going to see where that journey goes.
Scully, you got
Nice.
anything?
I mean, I hate to continue the old fart theme, but I also am
That's why we're here.
now healed from my injury and looking forward to being able to golf a little bit more and get back into shape a little bit more because I have been quite sedentary for the last year with my foot issues. But yeah.
And I think another goal you have is, and I hopefully I can make this announcement, don't have to edit it. Scully said he's going to help us build a website for Old Fart Living and develop some other cool things for the Old Fart podcast and so forth with his free time. If some people want to donate money to us to pay Scully, that would be great. If not, we're just going to have to be his friends so he does it for free. So this is a friendship trade-off.
So we'll start a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
GoFundMe. And then we'll put some videos behind a paywall on Patreon.
There we go.
Yeah, Patreon.
We got you.
Luck,
we got you.
What do you got?
It's just fun doing it.
All right.
We're not going to ask Luck.
Well,
we did just ask him.
Luck
is preoccupied.
I think he said.
Yeah, Luck's doing old fart things right now. He's having technical difficulties
I'm just sitting here
again.
listening to you guys.
All right, Luck, tell us what you got going on for 2026. Any plans, any goals?
2026 is continue to build what we're starting here with this podcast. I really enjoy it every week. Maybe I am just getting old and the simple things make me happy, but I enjoy this and I have a really good time. Definitely going to continue on trying to not die. I like that. I'm going to keep going to the gym and losing weight and trying to keep getting in shape so I can be around to see grandkids and all that stuff when they get older. When my kids have let me not fast forward that when my kids have grandkids.
Yeah. That's right.
I mean, you got an 18-year-old now.
I do. You saw that, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, me and your mom always stay communicating. She's a good lady.
Careful.
So, no disrespect.
Yeah.
No.
I know where you're going with it. I know where you're going.
No. But I wanted to have this little quick segment. I know we all got a lot of things going on, but I want the listeners to understand, hey, when you tune in and you got foot problems like Scully, you got shoulder problems like Dame, you got back problems like me, you got hip problems like Lookadoo, you got McFadden. How many issues you got going on right now?
Right now, it's just friend problems.
Yeah.
Best health of his life.
Yep.
Emotional damage.
There's a lesson there. There's a lesson there.
You've tuned into the right podcast. I know it's taken us 45 minutes to start airing our physical and mental and emotional issues, but we're there for you guys and gals. You old farts, we relate to you on many levels, and we'll continue to discuss things that are going on with us on and off the podcast. So we look forward to building a long-term relationship. And our motto around here is basically like Luck said, don't die.
I mean, yeah.
Look, man, it's very simple and it sounds harsh. At the end of the day, I mean, what do you have to do to better yourself and not die? I mean, that should be the goal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
Actually
That's right.
start going to those doctor appointments. Actually start listening to your better half. Actually put down the sugary snacks. On and on. We'll talk about all the stuff to keep living.
Yeah.
Let's
But
set proper expectations. I just want to throw this caveat out there. You're literally just going to hear a conversation amongst friends that we would normally have anyway. Talking about real stuff that happens in our life on a day in and day out.
Wait until
And
we can actually
hopefully
get
it's entertaining.
Wait until we can get a studio or something where we can sit around together around a table and do this. It's going to go times 5.
I'm glad you brought that up because that's honestly how this started with me and Merce 9 years ago, sitting at that table that's right behind. I don't even know if you still have that table. But we
No,
would
I
sit at
don't
that
have that one.
table. We would sit at the table, and we used to have, actually, I think it was Merce that used to just do like a quick write-up, like the sports report, but just not as good as the sports report is. So then we started just doing our long sessions over some drinks, and then the league didn't want us to stop it. And now I'm on a damn podcast with four good gentlemen, and we're just having a good time. So it's cool to see where we are now, and it'll be fun to see what happens. I have no expectations other than to show up every week and have a conversation with my guys.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, I remember that. And that was actually a great lead. That's how good and how long me and Dame have done podcasts together, because our next segment is called The Friends Circle Connection Background Stories. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, this is where our short clip is coming from. I can tell you that.
Boom, boom, boom.
I can tell you
I've
that.
been instructed not to tell the truth.
I also got that
luck,
text message.
luck.
I also have that text message.
Yeah. So I'll start it off how me and Dame met, and then everything will come full circle.
Don't be look. We still got to
And
worry
again,
about
thank you
HIPAA violations. Don't get too detailed. We still got HIPAA.
Statute of limitations.
Names, locations, and crimes will not be disclosed. So all this may or may not have happened, but I'll start off how I met Dame. So me and Dame were working in a cube factory together at a company we won't
Sounds like
name.
we work for
but,
Roblox.
we're doing customer service. Yeah. It's we're working for a cool company, hip and cool at the time, in customer service. So we had a lot of downtime, and we kept bumping into each other through the cube field. Anyone that works in an office knows the cube field. And I'm a interesting character if you don't know me. But so Dame tried to avoid me at all costs, because every time he would walk by me, I'd pull him into my cube, not to do anything to him in a weird
rap?
way. Rapping, yeah. I would disclose conspiracies to him or whatever was floating through my mind, and then he would disappear from me, and he would try to avoid me the rest of the 8-hour shift. And this went on for months and months and months. Well, I'm playing flag football and rec sports and all this jazz. I'm doing fantasy football. Well, finally, Dame's wearing like a Redskin thing. He's a Redskins fan. So I was like, "Hey, Dame, you know football?" He's like, "Yeah, man." I was like, started talking to fantasy football with him. Long story short, he's starting to help me with my fantasy lineups. I'm listening to him, and I'm keeping him posted on how it's doing, which is the BYFL, 20 years in now. And this is way back in like season 6, 7, 8, 9. I can't remember. And then I was like, "You know what? You're pretty chill." He's like, "You know what? You're not as tinfoil as I thought. Maybe I can not just try to avoid you all day," which was his mission. And I go, "Hey, man, do you play flag football since you know stuff about football?" He's like, "Yeah, I can play football." So we went and did a tryout. I took him after work to a random field, and I said, "All right, man, run some routes. Let me see if you actually know how to play football."
He's not lying. He's not lying. This part is true.
And
Who was throwing the passes, GB?
No, he
and
was.
I'll
I think there was no passes. He just said run route.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if he was coordinated and all that, because listen, I'm competitive.
My
Our
God.
flag football team, we're trying to win championships, which we did, so people know. But I always tell Dame this, no disrespect, but I was like, I cannot bring the black guy that's uncoordinated and sucks to the team. You know how embarrassing that is? So, nope. Dame was like, "Yo, I got you." And sure enough, he showed his quickness, his hands, his ability. And then afterwards, he says, "You know what? We need to hang out more." I'm not going to explain this on this segment how that happened, but we ended up playing flag football. Obviously, it's in BYFL. We became real good buds. We golf, fish, you name it. We've done it since. And then I'm pretty much going to make this a story about how I
From your
met each of these
perspective?
guys, and then they can wrap
Okay.
it together. So, and then out of everyone that you see on the screen right now, Luck is the first person I met. I met Luck. Can't even remember what year it was, but we also played flag football together because my roommate at the time met his roommate or met him. And then they talked about flag football. Luck said, "Yeah, I'm in." Next thing I know, me and Luck were playing co-ed flag football together. Everything was cool. Had no issues with Luck. Luck was a chill dude. Next thing you know, we're golfing and things of that nature together. And he joins the Fantasy Football League, the BYFL. And all these years go past, and it's the same thing. You know, we golf together still, play fantasy football together, and on and on. He's moved away. He's came back, and we've stayed friends. And then I believe Scully might have been the next person that you see on the screen that I met. And I met him randomly looking for someone that knew how to, website develop, not only SEO wise, but any graphics and anything in that nature. And he's got the talent. So we met at a bar to talk business. And so it's basically a blind date, but about business, not relationships. And we formed a relationship off of it. So next thing we know, we talked about golf. And next thing you know, we're golfing and golfing and golfing and golfing and golfing and golfing. And he's joined the BYFL, and we've been buddies ever since. And then McFadden doesn't play fantasy football. So you're probably wondering, okay, he doesn't play football. So you're wondering, okay, he doesn't have a job, so you didn't work together. I get why you're asking and thinking all these thoughts, people. I understand. But how I met him is at the golf course we're golfing on January 1st, 2026. A guy happens to be sitting at the tee box all by himself in a cart, not McFadden, another guy. He goes, hey, can I play with you? I'm like, yeah. So we play the round. We exchange numbers, and he tells me about McFadden because I said, hey, I got golf I won a charity golf event where it's a foursome, one of those. And I said, I got me, Dame. I hit up that dude, can't recall his name. We won't even air it since I can't remember it. And he's brought McFadden. Never met him in my life. So he
2007.
Yeah, bam. 7 heaven. You know how we roll that dice. Bam. And we go to that golf tournament. We have a great time. We won some raffles. We won some prizes. Not sure if we won it or came in second.
We didn't win.
Or
No,
maybe
we did
third.
not
Yeah,
win.
those sandbaggers. But anyways, that dude that put us together, connected us, he lost him, kicked rocks, so be it. But he left me with one of the best gifts I've ever received until this last year when me and him have fallen off. And we've golfed ever since. We've traveled together. We've hugged. We've cried, and we've grown together. So that's how all of us have connected through golf. Is what's glued us together and kept us all in common. And plus, 5 of us play fantasy together. So that's some background story about the Old Fart podcast. So anyone have any things they want to throw into that?
Well, you're definitely the glue for me because I met all these guys through you.
Well, Dub is definitely the glue.
He's definitely a introducer and a getter together.
Yeah.
And a self.
Yeah, because
hey,
for me,
the best
Scully
thing
is
when I
be...
die, think about all the selfies we've taken together. All you guys will be released to you through my attorney. By the way,
I wouldn't have playing golf or being on a golf course.
If I wasn't with him.
No, at all.
Can your attorney release some Bitcoin to me as well? Maybe some PP coin?
Some PP, some Bitcoin, some Bobby, some Jimmy. We got all the nicknames of currencies, boys.
Absolutely, no doubt. I mean, I pride myself as being a private person, working technology and don't have any other social media platforms. And being out on the course, enjoying my people all here on the cast tonight and this annual selfie I keep alluding to. And that inspired me to, already enjoy life if you hadn't figured that part out, but just taking more pictures, images on vacation, still's nothing posted. And now look at this. I'm talking to you on a podcast. That's insane.
Crap. That's where I'm at with
it. Yeah, I know you get it, Dave.
Get it.
This is insane, but it's fun.
But I will confirm one fact that he said when he was monologuing. He was definitely a conspiracy man. I called him conspiracy man all the times from chemtrails to I don't even remember all the crap you used to talk about.
What was your best one, Dub?
Well, the one I like to start people off, especially way back then, was chemtrails because chemtrails you can't deny seeing them spread across the blue sky and turn it pure white. So that one's undeniable, and it's true.
Hey,
So you knew back then
Stay positive.
about weather changing, right? Being able to manipulate the weather.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Weather modification, and of course they've admitted it since. And I'll let people know real quick how much tinfoil when they say this guy likes tinfoil.
No, let's keep your tinfoil out of this.
I want to see I want to see where this is going.
We can, no. You can wait until he
Just
hits
finish this. Finish this one thought.
Wait
Finish this one thought.
Wait till he hits the end button. Nope. Because this is getting edited out anyway, so it
This
doesn't
was a
matter.
good.
It doesn't matter.
That was a great way to start a sentence.
Not happening. Oh, jeez.
Those were my feet last night. I promise you. Last night.
My God.
These were my feet. So your boy loves some tinfoil.
Come on, word.
I will say, outside of Merce, the way that I got cool with McFadden, Scully, and Luck is we all shared a golf cart together. That was like the turning point for each of our friendships is sharing a golf cart together for 5 hours. And then, because I thought Scully hated me. McFadden, I thought he hated me. Like, I legit thought he hated me. Asked up. I would ask him at the end of our golf round. At the end of our golf rounds, every time I'd be like, yo, what's up with this dude, man? Like, why does he...
You're like, how
I was
does
just
this
locked
guy...
in. I was just locked in. I want.
You're like, how? I'm like, man, Scully had a blast.
What did I do
me and
wrong?
Dame. Yeah, me and Dame.
Hold on, let me finish this thought. Let me finish this thought. McFadden, the first time we went golfing, like the second time we went golfing, we were in the cart and we just laughed the entire time. So I already knew you and I were gonna be cool. Scully, I think I played with you for like 2 years or 3 years. And I don't know why either one of us kept showing up to the course because I thought you hated me. And I thought that you thought I hated you. But you I was trying to be cool with. But I thought you hated us. But I realized I realized it was just because we took 6 hours to play a golf round.
Mm-hmm.
And you weren't there for 6-hour golf round. And then look,
Mm-hmm.
we were cool, and then we had
That could have been it.
Luck, we were cool, and then we had a golf round. We had the cart together, and then I was like, "Oh, he's even cooler than I thought he was." So that's kind of
He just looks angry.
Yeah, he just looks pissed off all the time. He's not actually pissed off, but that's kind of the golf cart is where friendships are made. That's where friendships are made.
It's true.
All right.
And this, folks, is why you do not walk a golf course.
Yeah. Well, going on what Dane was saying, when we first met back in the last podcast, when I screamed out "Hottie Too Shotty" by Amigos, I'm playing that song, and Dane looked at me like, "What?"
Why? What do you know about this?
Exactly. But now to piggyback on Scully, this is hilarious to me. All I know him as is Scully, so it's a two-parter. The first one is we playing down at Waterford, and for whatever that day, I just had it in for Scully. I was riding his ass like a damn dirty diaper. I was like, this dude, this is it. He doesn't like me anymore after this round. We was on the same cart together.
Called being competitive.
Yes, when we hit our shots, he'd say, "I got my clubs. I'm walking." I'm like, I think I pissed him off. That was the whole round.
Well, I know you guys were going to have, a 30-minute conversation about something. I had time to walk.
Scully gets it. Scully gets it.
And then the second one is when he invited us to your home, and I show up. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm here to see Scully," and it was like, "Who, Patrick?" I'm like, "No, Scully." Still know his name. Is like, I don't know him. Who are you talking about? It's Scully.
There are times where I'm going to assume that at some point in time in that group, you were in a cart with Dub, right? Yeah. So I have experienced this, and good old Dub can say this in that tournament that we go into, where the one that he did not win, obviously, when Dub starts getting into a lot of extracurricular activities during the golf round.
Yeah.
If you're in the cart with him, like you said, it turns into long conversations.
Slower.
And when the other cart is ready to play golf, they don't like you.
Yes,
They are.
I experienced that.
We're trying to play golf, and this man is over here talking about when he played basketball in Canada, and
Yes, exactly.
like literally, like, can you swing the club?
I'll say this: the only times I've ever been approached or talked to or yelled at by the ranger has been with you guys.
Yeah.
Other than that, I've never even seen the guy. Like,
with us. Oh my gosh. Everyone hits their tee shot. Me and Scully's on the cart together, and he says, look, I got my clubs. I'll see you down there. Just starts walking.
Off the tee?
I had a bad shot and was, I needed some quiet time.
Actually, that is not true, because me and Scully were in a cart and that last tournament, and we had the ranger come up to us telling us that we had to speed up. We were group 2, and we thought we were doing pretty well. I mean, it's captain and crew, so we're playing the same ball. This guy comes up and he goes, the other team, which happens to be the McFadden team, they're 4 holes ahead of you. Oh, I'm sorry, we're not eagling every hole, man. Like birdies aren't good enough on this course. Pars and birdies are no longer good just because they're eagling. It was terrible.
Right there is hilarious.
Apparently not.
That's hilarious.
And to connect, when McFadden brought up the going to that golf tournament, and the day prior from the tournament, they do get together at the house to go over teams and stuff. So McFadden's asking, hey, where's Scully at when he arrives to this house? First time he's been there. No one knows. They're like, what? Blah, blah, blah. And he didn't know his name. I'm saying this because that same tournament, not only did did McFadden have his aha moment, knowing Patrick is not just Scully, but that was the first time Scully and Dame in that golf tournament were ever in a golf cart together. And that blew my mind. Remember, we talked about that. That was the first time you two. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it was.
Really?
Yeah, we talked about it. It would trip me out. I was like, these years?
Same
and that
groups,
was
but not on the same
That's why I didn't
club.
like him, because he never wanted to ride with me.
It was reverse.
Now you admit
He
it.
always chose Dub.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to ride with Dub. And that's because Dame, I always thought old Scully didn't like him. He's like, I'm not going over there.
Well, it was usually me, you.
I always got the
Scully. Me, you, McFadden, and Scully, and then
so we always did
this guy doesn't want to sit next to me for 5 hours. Give me McFadden, and that's just that's how it went.
That was early tension. That was us against them. Figure it out.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. That was black shirts versus white shirts. It was not nothing to do with race for any of you weirdos out there. I don't try to clip that part. It was just shirt colors. Okay, they always wore black shirts. We always wore white shirts.
God.
But the thing about being with McFadden is that it's kind of the same as Dub sometimes, but McFadden will talk while he's golfing.
Yes,
right.
He will.
Dub has to stop, take his phone out, and he has to show everybody what's going on and tell you the entire story. McFadden will do the same thing. He goes, hey, let me tell you something. Like this one time, like you got to understand how it was. But he's got his club in his hand. He's got his ball. He's teeing it up while he's doing it, which makes it way more interesting.
Yeah, I will give him credit. He can carry and move at the same time. I'm a guy who can't chew gum and walk at the same time, which is talk for me. I can't talk and walk at the same time.
No, the first thing you do when you get out the car is grab your phone and start recording whatever it is that's going on.
Yes.
And then you'll get extra takes in if you didn't like the first 2 takes.
Yeah.
You're definitely not trying to play golf.
Can you hit that shot again? I didn't get it.
I'll say this. If we ever got kidnapped at the golf course, at least we have traces of where we were last seen, okay? Because I uploaded it to media.
This is all I see. Check it out. This is me on the golf course, and we are number 19. We are about to kick off. So look at my guy right here. Just watch up.
And then unfortunately, I got to turn the camera
or
over
sneaks up behind you, so you're like subconsciously like now your shots just because
Yes.
You know, you weren't planning on being on camera, and then
That's all I see.
If any out in the
And all-
audience watching this wants to really know what it's like golfing with Dub, other than what we just said, imagine coming around the turn, going in to get some beers, get some hot dogs, going up to the 10th tee, and then having the group behind you come up and asking if they can pass you because your partner is laying on the ground with a basketball or a softball or something,
yeah,
massaging his back on the
one,
ground.
one leg over
And
the
they're
other.
like, what the hell's going
My
on? Like,
God.
hey, just go. Like, I
Yeah.
don't even know. I know the guy, and I don't even know what the hell's going on. Just go in front of us.
It would all be cool if he had hit his shot before all of the aforementioned, but it never happens that way.
Never.
So back to 2026 goals. I have listened to this
Golf?
curriculum. Yeah, well, yeah, I've listened.
go.
I'm going to take it in, and I'm going to show up to the course January 1st, 2026, and I will execute all these pro tips from such great golfers who somehow are angels on the golf course. They don't talk. They don't lose golf balls. They eagle and birdie and par. I mean, you guys are the cream of the crop all of a sudden. It's amazing how I'm the problem on a golf course. Amazing.
You know what I can see for 26? I can see us starting around and
Sleeping at the
saying,
course?
hey, let me go set the camera up at the green, and then I'll come back, and then we'll play the hole.
You just screwed up January
That's
1st.
actually not too far-fetched. And you've just given him an idea for the
Again.
Go up with a GoPro cam already attached to my cart.
That's where Scully comes into play. He's
Look,
our
and then all you see again is, look, boys, we're out here. The podcast is on
hold
the
on,
golf
wait.
course. That's
Have-
all you're going to see.
Have one for you. What do they call them? Those Megatron glasses deals that have the cameras in them?
The meta.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. That might be an alternative to the GoPro that you
I
gotta
got
keep
him.
on your head.
Hmm.
You have them
got some.
already?
I got some.
That's what's up.
We're going to
You
try
can
it
already
out.
see the wheel. You can
So
already
send-
see the
so-
wheels turning in his head.
Yes.
Try them out.
Yes, that's what's up.
Could be cool if they have a golf app of some sort that distance, like in the glasses, like are they?
That would be cool.
You know what I mean? Like I think they must be doing something like that.
I'm pretty sure.
If the
Yeah.
glasses
I don't know if
could
they
just
have it, but I
fix
might be
my
able to build it.
swing, that would be fantastic.
That'd be great. It analyzes it and makes your adjustments and knows your flaws. And it's like, hey, you are
Yeah.
doing X that you usually don't do. Make that adjustment. Bam, next swing.
Well, we already have an in-house pro, which is you.
Yeah.
No. No.
My
I will
glasses
say
would
the
literally say, just quit.
No.
Hit
I
the
guarant-
bar.
No, they would say motor development.
Full circle.
Motorboat.
What are you watching on those glasses?
Well, I mean, unfortunately,
Did
we
that
don't
find
go
out?
to a good enough course that has, the beer cart. We
God.
don't get beer
That is true.
carts.
Yeah.
That is true.
No.
Yeah. And carts that are in
We can't
alignment.
afford beer
Go
cart
to
and golf courses.
We can change that. We can change that. I was gonna say.
We go to golf courses where our instead of a beer cart, it's beer trunk. Whose trunk's got the beer? We're going back to your trunk, getting the beer.
At the turn.
I mean, what's the difference? I'd rather do that than pay $7 for the same Miller Lite.
Oh,
As long as the greens
Oh,
are
no.
good, I'm in.
So
I'll just pay for the motorboat if it helps my
Sure.
golf game.
There you go.
I'm gonna tell us one last story, and then we can switch topics and start to wrap it up. We were at I won't name the course because I don't know the statute of limitations for what we actually did at the course.
Okay.
We started off drinking a half a handle of vodka
Okay.
before the round. Took the handle with us, and you can edit this out if you want to, but I'm just telling the story for us right now. Took the handle with us, and then took 2 12-packs on the course with us. It was about hole 8, 9, maybe 10. We were sitting on the back of the green, just clapping for everybody that was coming through playing behind us. Telling them
Damn.
where their ball was. Like, yo, your ball's over there. Your ball's over there. You hit a great shot. you hit a great shot. You're in the woods. You're in the water. And, like, nobody got pissed at us.
It was
Because
whole.
they saw how trashed we were.
It was
Trash.
hole 6. I wasn't there, but I'm just saying.
That sounds like the. You ever see those? You ever see?
Sounds like the divide, but I wasn't there either. Just like
that would
He
be
said I
fun.
wasn't
Yeah,
there
you ever
either.
see the guys that show up with a big group of people and they show up to a boat ramp and they cheer people that can back in their.
Yep.
You ever see that?
Yep.
Oh
Never
God.
seen it.
Yep. Those are
That would be
great.
Fantastic.
Those are
When I
great.
say-
We have 20 or 30
We
of us to show up to a course and stand
Funny
on the
thing
18th
about that-
green.
that same hole. When I first started playing golf with Dub, he would hit a driver on that hole. So he's come a long way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. He used to hit drive on everything. Par 3.
That's
everything.
a 100-yard par 3.
Yeah, it is a par 3. I'm the only human still to this day that can pull. Hey, actually,
He would land it on the green. Yeah, it was.
No, every time. Every time.
last time me and Luck played at Sprint down in South Carolina, remember I pulled that out for old time's sake, hole 2, and I hit the green and I birdied or parred that par 3 with that one stranger that joined us. Who was that? Was that you, me, Dame, and that stranger? Or was that
Yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah.
it was. The
Yeah.
whole guy who went to go take a
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hmm.
This is before we had old fart podcasts.
Yeah,
and-
that was the guy that decided to come up with an
What did
excuse
he-
or to leave our
What did he
group.
say?
No, but he came back though. He just
Yeah.
like, yo, I gotta.
Yeah,
He was just like, yo, I gotta go take care of something real quick. And then we saw it was like hole 13, and then we saw him again on like hole. He came back like hole 16, and we were like, oh, you came back. All right.
I've
well,
golfed many
all
a
right, cool.
times with people, and Sheasley's the only person that I've ever known to religiously just leave a golf round because he had to shit.
Every golf round.
My gosh.
Every golf round.
All the
Hey,
time.
we're not
Every golf
we're
round.
not stop this segment there. I just want people to know if you've
Yeah,
made it one.
you can probably edit that out.
It-
That was just for us. That was just for us.
I may or may not edit it, but an hour and 21 minutes in, that's a long podcast. While you're out working, doing yard work, maybe just chilling at the beach, we appreciate you giving us this time. And as you can see, there's going to be a lot of golf talk, a lot of friendship talk, a lot of things moving forward as fantasy football is now complete. We got a lot of games and contests and a lot of fun things that we'll be doing on the podcast. We'll be keeping scoreboards. And you can play along with us. It's going to be phenomenal, the concepts and the things that we have that's interactive between listeners as well as those that jump on the podcast with us. But we're going to end this podcast not because we're tired. I'm never tired. But as an old fart, that's all we got for you. I gave it all. I'm on E. Boys, anything last closing thoughts you have for the great listeners of the old fart faithful?
No, go ahead.
Happy New Year. See you on the other side.
And if everyone thinks Scully doesn't like you, it's probably true.
I do like you. Look, I was ripping packs earlier. Dame, I got you this card.
What is it, AJ?
AJ Green. Yeah.
Hello, AJ Green.
Milwaukee Bucks, baby. Milwaukee Bucks, baby.
No, the only thing I'll say, happy New Year, happy holidays. And if you tune in and you like what you listen to, leave a like, leave a subscribe, leave a comment. Just, throw something out there.
Stay black. Luck, what do you got?
He couldn't
I was
hold
like-
it. He couldn't hold it. He couldn't hold it.
That'll give us the algorithm
Hey.
boost that we want there. There we go.
Boy,
Let's go.
Stay culturally diverse.
good.
Yep.
Thank
good
you.
one.
Thank you. Holy
And,
shit.
and like usual, Luck freezes. We love
Yeah.
you. Peace out.